Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Mindful Mind Hacking, where we kick self-doubt to the curb and transform our dreams into reality. I'm Will, your Mindful Mind Hacking guide. Today, we're tackling a question that many of us face. Is it time to change your goals? Now, before you roll your eyes and say, oh great, another boring lecture on goal setting, let's keep it light. Think of me as your friendly coach, fully armed with a cup of coffee. So let's kick things off. First, I want you to take a moment and think about your goals. Are they still as shiny and appealing as they were when you first set them, or are they more like those old toys in the back of your closet gathering dust? If your goals are looking a little bit neglected, it might just be time for a little spring cleaning. You see, just like a martial artist tweaking their moves, sometimes life demands a pivot. Imagine this, a martial artist practicing their kata routine, you know, those fancy choreographed movements meant to simulate combat. And now picture them doing an ambitious spinning move and suddenly realizing they're about to crash into the wall. Ouch! What do? They adjust. Just like that martial artist, we need to be ready to tweak our goals when life throws us a curveball. So, how do you know when it's time to change your goals? Let's break it down. First up, dust off that list of life goals, or maybe clear off that crumpled napkin that you've been carrying around since college. What once seemed like the ultimate dream might now feel more like a distant memory. Are those aspirations still what you want? Maybe you're more inclined to become a rock star in sales rather than a corporate superstar. Here's an idea. Give yourself permission to adjust that list. Olympic athletes often switch disciplines when they realize they're better suited for judo than synchronized swimming. So why can't you do the same? Next, let's talk about what you really want out of life. Have you ever had a brilliant idea for an achievement? Write it down. Just like martial artists keep meticulous records of their practice, you should jot down the experiences you want to have, whether it's learning ancient languages or mastering the art of sushi making. Just let those ideas flow. And if you're unsure of what it involves, don't stress. Just note down anything that makes your brain go, yeah. You can sort it out later, like sorting through that laundry after a long week. Now, here's a fun tip. Verbalize those changes. It's one thing to think about altering your goals, but saying them out loud takes it to the next level. Think of it like an Olympic team discussing strategies before a big tournament. Sharing those thoughts with friends or family can illuminate what truly resonates with you. Plus, if your friend gives you that confused look when you say you want to become a professional llama herder, maybe it's time to rethink that goal. Next up, incorporate your goals into your daily life. Much like elite athletes who weave training into their schedules, keep those objectives tangible. For example, if your goal is to travel Europe, start collecting links and information about your dream destinations. It keeps the passion alive and it makes your goal feel more attainable each day. And remember, while you have grand ambitions, break them down into bite-sized pieces. Think of it like sparring practice in martial arts. It's less about complete failure and more like nailing that one dynamic move. Mini goals allow you to explore new paths without committing fully right away. It's kind of like testing out a new flavor of ice cream before buying that whole tub. You don't want to end up with a gallon of something gross, right? Now, let's talk about feedback, because even superheroes need guidance sometimes. Olympic athletes harness feedback like it's their superpower. They understand improvement relies on the input they get from their coaches and their teammates. So be open to critique. Just like Bruce Lee learned from everyone in every style, you too can gather insights from those around you. You also want to reassess regularly. Olympians can constantly evaluate their progress, so develop that habit too. Are you moving too fast, maybe too slow, or maybe in the wrong direction altogether? Adjust your course just like a sailor adjusting their sail. And finally, celebrate those small wins. Every time you hit a mini goal, give yourself a mental high five. You deserve it. To wrap things up, don't think of adjusting your goals as admitting defeat. It's more like strategic realignment. You're kicking and punching your way through life, Olympian style. So ask yourself, is it time to change your goals? If they're outdated or no longer represent what you want, shake things up. Remember what Simone Biles said. Sometimes you need to take a step back before you can step forward. Goals aren't written in stone tablets delivered from on high. They're more like that whiteboard you keep erasing and rewriting until you get a better reflection of who you are. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember, keep being the awesome, incomparable you that you are. Until the next time, keep believing in yourself and go after those dreams. This is Will Deek wishing you only success.